morning and welcome back. A gorgeous look at Mount Rainier. Wonderful weather on the way. Perfect for the Seahawks and the Sounders this weekend. And speaking of which, the Seattle Sounders, absolutely the hottest team in the MLS right now, currently on an unbeaten streak of 10 matches and preparing to host their rivals, the Portland Timbers, on Sunday night. It's going to be a good one. And joining us this morning is Chris Henderson, Vice President of Soccer and Sporting Director for the Sounders. Good morning.
Good morning.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
So you've obviously made a lot of big plays since joining the Sounders in 2008 as far as the roster is concerned. You've brought in a lot of amazing talent. As Sounders fans, we say, well, that's an easy sell. It's the Sounders, right? But, you know, some of these guys have a lot of options. So what are you saying to them to sell them on this being the organization for them?
First, the easy thing is we have the best fans in MLS. So to bring people here to the market to see the Pacific Northwest, and then like this weekend, we'll have 50,000 plus fans at the game. So the atmosphere is amazing. Our team is the best team in the Western Conference right now. We have a big game Sunday against Portland, but I think once we bring them to market, it's a pretty easy sell.
And you understand this on several different levels. You yourself came out of this, one of the best MLS players of the state, probably, I'll say, in the country and all of it. Did you expect this league to do what it has done over the last several years? Because, you know, for a lot of people, they've been fans their whole lives of soccer, but there were some questions as to how it would work as it's gone through the years.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching the Sounders in the 70s and early 80s, and it was big then. And then it kind of went away for a while. And then when we started in 1996, we were just happy to come back, start a new league here, and to be able to talk about trying to sell out NFL-type stadiums. At this point, it's really grown fast in the last 20, 21 years.
Why do you think that is?
I think the generation of people watching, like myself, my parents brought me to games, and now my children are watching and Sounders fans, and I think it's just continuing. There's so many kids playing soccer at this time, and it's such a great sport. So it's good for us here to be able to have that atmosphere and be able to share it with generations. And
it's such a positive thing because of the way it brings the community together. And the rivalry that you mentioned coming up this weekend is bringing two different communities together. What do you think is so special about the Portland versus Seattle rivalry?
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest rivalry in the league. I think proximity is a big thing, and history. And it's the heritage game for us, so we're bringing back all the legends from the original Sounders. It'll have a 70s feel this Sunday at the game, the uniforms, the retro look, and it's just the biggest rivalry in the league. So when we play each other, it's a big game, and there's a lot of tension in the stadium.
Well, especially with the Sounders first in the Western Conference, after a little bit of a slow start, how was this team able to turn itself around?
Yeah, I mean, I think defending a championship is very hard, and you know, we played pretty late in the season last year and had a pretty short break, so the guys were kind of easing into it, and maybe that hangover from celebrating, and now they know it's time to play. We're getting closer to the playoffs. We want to duplicate what we did last year.
And we hear you just recently had a baby boy with your wife.
Congratulations. I did. Not a lot of sleep, but my wife is an amazing mother, and Nori just does a great job, and we have help from our other children.
And what is that like balancing? I mean, a lot of parents can relate to balancing work with having a family, but this is a job that it's not a 9 to 5. So how are you doing that?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's we're so blessed to have another child, and we're enjoying every moment. If I lose a little sleep, it's okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
No problem, but we're really happy. Thanks.
Congratulations on the success of the season, on your family. Anything else that you want to say to the fans out there who are gearing up for a major match this weekend?
No, just if you haven't come to a Sounders game, Sunday's the first one you want to go to, because the atmosphere is amazing. The intensity of the game is going to be really exciting, and we expect to win.
I would say that's very valid. Yeah. Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Casey.
Really appreciate it. Scarves up.